Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in this short video, we'll understand the difference between ideal gases and the real gases. Okay, in some students' mind, there is a confusion always that what is the exact meaning of this ideal gas and what is the difference between the ideal and real? Is it both are same? And at what condition the ideal gases will behave like real gases and vice versa? So answer for all these questions we'll discuss in this short video. So this video will help for the students who are preparing for the competitive exams and who are preparing for the GATE exams and some practical Viva questions and all. So let's move to the difference. The first we'll point consider the point one. Now we'll write the definition of this ideal gas. The ideal gases are the gases which obeys or the satisfies all the gas laws, obeys or satisfy all gas laws. So the question is, what are the different types of the gas laws? First the gas laws is Boyle's law. Boyle's law. So Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, means pressure of the gas is constant, then the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. So this is Boyle's law. So here, dear students, I have taken the volume. There is some books, in some books, they will write the volume as also in molar volume. So what is that? V bar is equal to V by N. Here N stands for number of mole. So if you divide the volume of the gas divided by number of mole, you will get the molar volume or volume per mole. So be careful when you are writing an ideal gas equations. Okay. So second, the gas law is the Charles law. So in the Charles law, the pressure is kept constant. The pressure of the gas is constant. And then the volume of the gas is directly proportional to the temperature. So that law is called as Charles law. And one more law is also considered here, Avogadro law. Avogadro law. In the Avogadro's law, both pressure and the temperature, both are constant. Keep pressure and temperature of the gases are constant, then the volume of the gas is proportional to number of moles. So this equation, it is called as Avogadro's law. So if you combine all the gas laws, you will get ideal gas equations. That is what it says, obeys all the gas. Now you will write an equation after combining all these gas laws. That is PV is equal to, you will get MRT. And dear student, this is the one of the ideal gas equation. Here P is pressure, the unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, or it may be in bar. So V is volume, I have taken here, it is in meter cube. M is mass of the gas, that is in kg. And dear students, that R is gas constant. Here it is gas constant. Some students, they will write, they will become confused that R and R bar both are same. And dear students, R and R bar are not both are same. The value R and R bar are not same. Here R is a gas constant, but R bar is universal gas constant. The value of universal gas constant is 8.314 kilojoule per kg mole. But R is gas constant. What is the unit of R? That is joule per kg Kelvin. Unit of R, that is gas constant, is joule per kg Kelvin. Remember this point. So they may ask you, and or when you are solving numericals, so don't get confused between gas constant and universal gas constant. So I will write this expression, the PV is equal to MRT ideal gas equation, in terms of gas constant. And the T here, T stands for temperature, that is in Kelvin. So now I will write PV is equal to M. In place of R, I will write R bar. When you write R bar divided by M, you will get, that is M, uppercase M. This stands for molecular weight of that particular gas, molecular weight. And this M is mass of the gas, that is lowercase m is mass, and T is as it is temperature. Now, if you write the ratio of mass by molecular weight, that you will get in number of moles. So this is also an ideal gas equation. Similarly, you can write the ideal gas equation in 5 different forms. So in the one of my previous video lectures, I have explained in detail the 5 forms of ideal gas equation. So click on this I button, you will get on playlist. There we can find ideal gas equation in different forms. We have written 5 forms of ideal gas equations. So please, dear student, don't get confused. Okay. So ideal gas also be defined in other way. It means the intermolecular force of attraction between the two molecules, if it is zero, that is also called as ideal gas equation. What is the second point? The intermolecular force of attraction between the two molecules is zero. But in the real gas, the intermolecular force of attraction between the two molecules will not be even zero, because always you take any gas, there will be some force of attraction between the two molecules. That it may be cohesive force, adhesive force, or any types of force. That is an intermolecular force. So here it exits some value. There's some value. Okay. The third point what we will discuss here is the ideal gas is hypothetical. As the name indicates, it is ideal. It is hypothetical. Okay. And here it is exists practically. All the real gases what you see, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, everywhere, whatever maybe the nitrogen gas oxide. So in the right column, I will write one ideal gas equation. There are many ideal gases equations are there, like Van der Waals equation, Bridgman equation, Redlich equation. Okay, so for time being, I will write the Van der Waals equation P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to R bar T. Dear students, here I have taken R bar, so it is a universal gas constant. So this equation can be written in terms of molar volume. So A by V bar, if you take like this on both the terms, it is a molar volume. If you have taken only V, you have to write N. For example, here like this, P plus A by V square into V minus B is equal to N R bar T. So you have to consider number of moles. Otherwise, what is number of moles? That number of moles is defined as the ratio of mass divided by molecular weight. Okay. Now the fourth point, one of the important point here is in which condition the ideal gas will behave like a real gas, or vice versa, in which condition the real gases will behave like an ideal gases. So that is the fourth point you need to remember. What is that fourth point is, dear students, the ideal gases means at low pressure and high temperature, if you maintain the low pressure and high temperature, that condition will be in ideal case, that will be in hypothetical case. As the pressure of the gases increases slowly, you try to increase the pressure. As the pressure of the gases increases, these ideal gases will behave like in real gases. It will convert into real gases. Just to look at this equation. Here is an equation, it is there. So this A by V square is an extra term which is added to the pressure. Means we are increasing the value of pressure. So this term is related to pressure. So what I am trying to say is, at low pressure and high temperature, the gases will behave like an ideal gas. But practically, it is very difficult to maintain the low pressure in all the conditions. So due to some practical processes, the pressure of the gas increases slowly. So means as the pressure of the gases increases, then ideal gas will convert into real gases. So Van der Waals equation, here extra term is added, A by V square. So due to addition of this term, addition of this value, the pressure increases, so it becomes real gases. If you neglect A by V square, also you neglect V bar minus B, also you neglect, again you will get same P is equal to V, P is equal to R bar T. That is ideal gas equation. Understood? Now you can also ask a question. Sir, here we are also adding, we are subtracting some value, that is minus B. Then the volume also decreases. Yes, very good, correct. But if you compare the value of A and B, that is A and B are Van der Waals constant. A and B, if you compare the value of A is much greater than the value of B. For example, if you take the value of A is 20, the value of B will be 0.09 or 0.04 something. So the negative value of B is less. This term, if you add also, you are not getting, there is no much effect on the gases. But if by adding A by V square to the pressure, so the pressure of this gas is increases. So that is the reason it is considered as a real gases. If you neglect A by V square term, then it will become PV is equal to RT. Then it is an ideal gas equation only. Okay. So these are the differences between ideal gas and real gases. Okay. So thank you so much for watching this video. So see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.